What is up, dudes? My name is Rain and today I've got a FeiyuTech gimbal, the G6 Max for you guys. I will be testing this gimbal with my Sony ZV-E10 because it's like a match made in heaven. Bang for the buck camera paired with a bang for the buck gimbal, which is currently sitting at around $200, and I actually got mine for 160 euros. And that's pretty cheap, especially when you compare to something like the DJI Ronin or the Xeon Crane. And sure, they can do more and are more robust and whatnot, but we're just looking for a cheap gimbal that can get the job done, that is giving us stable footage. So I will be using the kit lens, but also this 35mm f1.4, which is a little heavier. And with this lens, the total weight should be at around 560 grams, which is still nowhere near the payload of this gimbal, which is apparently 1.2 kilograms or 2.6 pounds, so that's not bad at all. But that's all just theoretical. So let's take this thing out and look at the footage. So here I am walking around without the gimbal. I'm using the kit lens at 16mm right now. And now I am using the gimbal, also using the kit lens. Now let's switch to the heavier 35mm lens and do the same tests we just did. The first video, again, without the gimbal. And here's the video I took with the gimbal. So as you can see, that's a lot better, but the ZV-E10 records gyro data, which you can use in Catalyst Browse to stabilize your footage in post. The problem with that is that you need a shutter that's at least 1/200, else you're gonna get smears and artifacts because of the motion blur. So you need a lot of light, which of course you don't always have. So that's where the gimbal will come in handy. But this gimbal has a few more tricks up its sleeve. For example, you can go into the menu and rotate the camera around to get those Inception-like shots, and you can go into portrait mode, which is basically just shooting vertically. You can lock the position so that no matter how you twist and rotate it, it will always look in one direction, and you can reset the position by double-clicking the button on the back. And with a triple click, you can turn the gimbal toward you, which I imagine is a pretty useful feature, especially for vloggers. You can also connect the gimbal to your phone and control things like panning or tilting from there, but as you can tell, it ain't too reliable, so yeah. I personally wouldn't recommend it, but if it works for you, then hooray! I should probably also mention that a few people are reporting wiggling and shaking when they're using the gimbal. And when I first got this gimbal, I also had these problems. But I found out that the problem was that the motor strength was set to the low settings. And ever since I changed those settings, which you can also do on the gimbal itself, I've had no problems whatsoever. So just make sure that you have your camera stabilized on the gimbal and that you have the motor strength adjusted. So let's come to a conclusion. If you're just starting out and you don't want to buy a $300 or even $400 gimbal, I don't think this is a bad choice. It gives you stable footage, has a few nice extra modes, and it even comes with this little tripod which you can unscrew if you need to, or fold in like this. So if that's all you need, sure, go ahead and buy it. I don't think it's a bad choice. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!